Welcome to the show, everybody. It's another
Welcome.
installation into another installation of Fuel Stop Chats with James and Chris. I'm James.
I'm Chris.
Welcome to the show. So we really don't have anything set up for us today, but Chris and I really haven't chatted in quite a while. So we're just going to sort of play catch up and talk about a couple things and dig in the hat, brother.
Yeah, that's my brand. It's either this or a G.
What's the G for?
Glock.
Oh, all right.
This is for Browning.
Nice. This one sort of looks like New England Patriots, but believe me, it's not.
Chicago Bull.
No.
Oh, that's MotoGP.
It is. This is F1. So
Yeah.
This is right here. You can see it.
Yep.
That's actually a racetrack in Germany.
Yep.
The old Hockenheim racetrack.
Yeah.
So, F1 season, sort of getting into it. Got the wife into it. Have you watched the F1 series on Netflix?
Yes, I have. In fact, I had dinner with a guy in New York whose firm has a suite in Austin at the Race America in October for the F1 race.
Okay.
And I asked for 2 tickets.
Don't play.
I'm just throwing it out there, and nothing guaranteed yet, but I told him that a buddy of mine's birthday was coming and I needed to do something special for the guy. And I put on the whole sob story. He's dying of cancer. He's not going to make it till December.
Did you tell him that I'm going to Scotland with you for yours?
Yeah, I said it's the least I could do. He goes, wow, he's going to go to Scotland and he's supposed to be dead in December. And I said, that's the kind of guy he is. That's why I want to take him to the I couldn't do it. I tried. I just couldn't do it. I did tell him that I owed you a favor and that you were doing me a mass favor going to the Isle of Man races with me for my 60th birthday. I know. Sacrifices that some guys will make for their friends is just amazing.
It's above and beyond friendship, right?
It is. I no doubt about it. I don't know too many guys that would join me on that journey, other than, I don't know, the 12 or 13 or so that have said they'd go.
Yeah.
But I told them, sorry, there's no room.
No room at the end.
No room at the end. Well, literally no room at the end.
Yeah, no, there isn't. So let's talk about Isle of Man a little bit.
Let's talk about Isle of Man. I mean, we're 6 weeks away.
Exactly.
May 29th, 10 o'clock flight. Get in the morning of the 30th. Drive to Liverpool. Hey, by the way, this is
somebody meeting us in Liverpool, don't you?
Well, one of the guys in the UK is talking about coming down and staying the night and having dinner with us. One of the things I've been thinking about is, as many times as I've been to Great Britain, I hate saying the UK because I haven't made it to Ireland yet, but as many times as I've been over there, I have yet to go see Stonehenge.
It's on the way, isn't it?
It has to be. I mean, if it's not, it should be. I mean, I don't want to move in it for us, but if they could relocate it just for that week, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, call the aliens.
Yeah, it was the aliens, right? And what's crazy is all we got was crop circles. Like, it's just such a bummer,
It does seem like a little bit of a letdown. The Mayans got some temples. The Egyptians got some pyramids.
We do have the Mound Indians, though.
We got the mounds.
Have you been to Serpent Mound in Ohio?
No.
I know that epic.
Yeah.
I've been there. And then near St. Louis, we have the Cahokia Mounds, Cahokia, Illinois. But anyway, so Isle of Man, I'm thinking I know you're looking at it on the maps right now because you got your extra set of eyes on. This is serious business. Serious business.
No, Stonehenge is way down south.
But we're
equal with London.
Where?
London.
We ain't going that far south.
No.
We just drive really fast.
What'd you rent us?
I don't know yet.
Oh, well, that does cause a problem with the matter of how fast we're going to go.
Well, that stinking Brits, their speed limits suck. They didn't They didn't follow after the Germans in that way.
Well, if we drive on the right side of the road, we could probably get there quicker, so we don't have to deal with traffic going in the same direction as us. We'll just get people to get out of the way.
There's a thought. There is a thought. There's crazy Americans doing a podcast, driving down the wrong side of the road. What's the matter with those guys? I know when we went to Japan, it kind of came second nature. What was shifting with the left hand was a little bit weird.
Mm-hmm.
It took me a while to get used to that. Clutch, gas, everything's still in the same spot. It's just, but I'm sitting on the other side of the stick shift. And after 3 years, I come back to the States. My wife and I go down to see her mom and dad, leave her mom and dad's. I bang a right. I go, look at this asshole in the wrong lane. My wife goes, "You're the idiot."
Yep.
So it takes a second, but we'll be fine. I'm sure we'll be fine.
Yeah, I drove when I went to St. Croix.
Yeah,
my wife and I, they drive left-hand side of the road, but they do it with right-hand side cars. So they have American cars down there driving on the other side. Yeah, that one really screwed me up because
it's like driving the mail truck here in the States.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Takes some getting used to. Here's the thing you have to remember. Simple, simple, simple. Doesn't matter where you are on the planet. You as the driver are in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
Always. If you're not in the middle of the road, you're wrong.
Yeah. And that's the part that was hard about it with in St. Croix, because you were on
your car's on the left drive, but you're on the wrong side of the road.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Luckily there isn't, but maybe 35 cars down there in that small island. So it didn't really cause that much of a problem.
Right.
True. I put a note out in several of the Facebook groups that we're a part of, and I believe in our Instagram and some other stuff to, if anybody listening is going to Isle of Man, reach out to us. We plan on doing some podcasting out there, little video logs here and there. If you want to just ride with us, get with us, maybe share a pint, reach out to us. We would love to meet up with anybody that's out there. We'll shoot the shit with anybody, or at least Chris will.
Yeah. And if you buy us a pint, we'll shoot the shit longer.
Possibly. That there's a good chance of that.
I mean, we can be bought. We're not cheap, but we can be bought.
Well, I'm cheap. Yeah, I am.
Are you? Just for one pint? Speaking of cheap, I'm going to get my my new PR6 GTs tomorrow morning, actually.
Oh, nice. So you're going with the 6s.
I am. And here's the crazy thing. I'm talking to the lady at the service department. Daryl, my normal guy, wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
She says, "What are you looking for?" I said, "I got a 1600 GTL. I'm looking for tires." I said, "I'm not real interested in the PR5s. I haven't heard great things." She said, "Most people are going 4s to 6s and skipping the 5s." And I was like, "I tell you what, man, I've got between the two bikes, I've got well over 100,000 miles on PR4 GTs.
Yeah. Minus
that one little mental relapse where I bought those Dunlops. That was no bueno. But anyway, I know in literally every weather riding condition that those things are lock solid. I mean,
those PR4s are just great.
Phenomenal. Pour down rain, no problem. Scorching heat, no problem. She says, "I just wish Michelin would do something about the wear of their tires." And I was like, "Well, what do you mean?" And she goes, "Well, guys are complaining they're only getting 20,000 miles out of their tires." I said, "What guy on a GTL is getting 20?" I said, "If I get 7,500 miles, I'm like celebrating."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, are you sure?" And I was like, "Go back and look at my service records. I get tires twice a year." She's like, "You're only getting 7,500 miles out of the tires?" I said, "Yes." And I said, "If you hard into the corners, the front tires with that 2 compound mix that they got, the heavy bike just scoops the soft out and leaves you this ridge." It's the weirdest feeling too, because when you get into a corner, you know how I'm talking. It just, you get to this tipping point and it goes, and then it's like, "Oh no, I'm still good." And so it's unnerving, right?
Yeah.
So I said, at 7,500 miles, somewhere around like depends on where we're going, but sometimes as low as 5,500 miles, right? And
I'm
so
getting about 9, but yeah.
9. Like, how old are you that you're getting 9? I mean, like, how do you do that?
I think it's about weight.
Oh man, dude, seriously? Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Walked you right into it, friend.
He did. The GTL definitely weighs a little more than the GT.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Fair.
Yep. Yeah, that's
has nothing to do with my fat ass being on the bike. So anyway, I have a spot if anybody wants to join me for the Isle of Man. Just got an availability. It just came open.
For a new opening.
Tell Rose she's going to save tons of money on this trip because you're no longer going. Seriously, dude, fat jokes. My 60th birthday. Wait till you're my age.
Well, according to you, I'm not going to make it. I'm dead by December.
Well, if we get the F1 tickets.
Okay. All right. Okay.
If we don't get the F1 tickets, I mean, you're going to live a long life, right? No doubt. But if he asks
20,000 miles, wait, let's go back to this 20,000 miles on a tire.
But if he asks, like if we go,
oh no, I'm coming.
And he asks,
makeup. Yeah, I'm sick.
Like James, you look freaking amazing for, like almost dead in 2 months. And you're like, well, it's one of those things that's hidden. You can't see it. It's in my brain.
I went down to Panama. I got some stem cells.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how I got to December. But anyway, 20,000 miles. So I said, I don't know of anybody with a GT or a GTL that's getting 20,000 miles out of there.
Not without going dark side.
That's it. That's the only way. Go dark. That's the only way. So she gets back puts me on hold to make sure they have them. Cause before I get up at 5 a.m. and take off for Annapolis Junction to Bob's BMW, if you ever, I don't know if the 3 or 4 guys that subscribe are ever listening, tell them I mentioned Bob's BMW. Bob, are you listening? Anyway, she says, I'll check. I said, make sure, pull them out and have them sitting aside so that I know they're there. She calls me. Yep. I got your tires, got them pulled out, ready to go. Going to get an annual service while I'm there. Cause I got the little gray wrench just came up the other day. Anyway. And then she tells me what they cost. I don't know what kind of weaving of fiber optic gold nugget. I don't like alien material that they're putting in these tires now to make them so expensive, but the economy and the supply chain, Biden, if you're listening, get it figured out, buddy. Like, get it figured out. Like, just go figure it out. This is not, no bueno. No bueno. So anyway, we were talking about prices of fuel and stuff, and we were talking about the rental vehicle. And it's like, at what is it, $8 a pound or $8?
It's about $8 or $10 a gallon right now.
Yeah, 8-10 gallon. Yeah, something like that. We need to get something economical, right?
Yes. Yep.
Because I mean, we don't have like 4 million subscribers, and we're not getting checks for this from YouTube.
Well, we need something economical, but we also need to keep in mind that it's going to be 4 of us in that car.
A lot of luggage.
No, we're staying at the same hotel.
I'm not talking about me and you.
No, and I'm saying we can offload at least all of our camping gear at the hotel when we tour Scotland. I'm going to leave all my shit there.
Am I staying at the same place?
No.
The beginning and the end?
Yes.
I have to check.
Yeah,
I don't care.
By the airport. Yeah.
I don't care one way or the other. I don't care.
Figure it out.
But anyway, I'm thinking like, I don't know, like a little Sprinter van or something,
We'll find something.
We'll figure it out.
That's on your to-do list.
I did ask Mike via email, haven't gotten an answer back yet, what bikes on the island we're going to have.
I think they're just some sport tours, like 750 Yamaha sport tour.
Yeah, FJR type bikes. Like how tall the seat is.
Oh, yeah. No, I think we'll be fine.
Okay, because I sent him a note and I go, look, man, I'm not 6'5", so I can't do like, a GSA.
you're going to have a motorcycle on the Isle of Man. I think you'll figure it out.
I will figure it out. I just
If
don't
you
want to
gotta
look like
carry
that.
a brick around.
I don't want
with
to
you
look like
stand
that
on.
dude, you know, that rides and has to jump off the bike at the stop signs.
I don't know. After watching that BDR, which one was it? BDR?
New England?
Yes.
The woman with the 1200?
Yeah. She
Dude.
was like 4'8", had a GS 1200. She might be leaning that when she stops to get 1 foot down, but
she rocked
that
it, though.
woman can ride her ass off.
She rode the tar out of that thing.
Oh yeah.
So we'll figure it out either way it goes. But so what did you?
We're going back to the tires. Who's getting 20,000 miles?
Well, I don't know. And then I asked her, like, well, what are you hearing about the sixes? And she said, well, the state of Delaware on their 1200s all went sixes and convinced the Baltimore PD, which gets all their bikes and gets all their servicing at Bob's, to go sixes. So the cops are running sixes. So I'm thinking they got to be good because them dudes ride. They ride hard.
Well, yeah, for me, I just had a 4 put on because I popped I hit a freaking just aggravating. I hit this damn black bungee cord, you know, the black ones with the metal hooks,
real heavy.
Yeah. So I hit this on the road. I was
going and some guy somewhere took off with that load and said, that ain't going to move.
Nope. Exactly.
It started
what happened. Yeah. You know, riding down this back country road, all the tar snakes everywhere, you know, covering up the cracks. Didn't even see it. Hooked into that back tire and then extended out and just wrapped up, smashed my tail light in the rear, folded in my license plate. I don't know if you can see it, but
that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, it crushed it because it just came up and smashed everything from the centrifugal force of the tire.
Yeah, your camera's needs to go a little left to be able to see that.
Yeah, I probably have it on video. I need to pull the card on that and see if I have it. That's a to-do list thing for me. But yeah, so I popped the tire, brought it in. They asked me if I wanted to go sixes, but it was a $50 difference between the 4 and the 6. And I know the 4. I know the 4 works great. And you know, for $50, I'm not ripping down the road. I live in Florida, so I'm pretty much going straight, stopping, turning, and going straight again. I just want to put something on there that I trust in the wetness because it is Florida and it rains here all the time.
But only for an hour.
Yeah, well, maybe like, an hour.
Hey, it's 3:30. It's gonna rain.
Yeah.
Hey, it's 5. Let's go.
Pretty much. Yeah. Oh man. So yeah.
It was bizarre though, because I mean, I own some of those big, thick black tie straps, you know, and the fact that thing was laying in a way that your tire was able to, you know, it's just like one in a, you know.
Yeah.
You're lucky though that sucker didn't get wrapped around the hub.
I did get lucky on it.
I mean,
as unfortunate as it was, I did get lucky on it. I mean, it was a graceful decrease of air pressure within the tire. So it went flat within about maybe 200 feet, but it wasn't.
So you had time to get under control.
It wasn't a complete blowout. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
how much was the lens cover on the tail light?
I don't know yet.
Is it still broke?
It's cracked on the one side, but I'm good. I'm not overly worried about it.
You can't see it from my house.
No, exactly. So
my father-in-law's favorite line, man, we'd be building something. He'd be, episode that ain't too good. Like he'd be like, I can't see it from my house.
That's how I feel about that shed we built in North Carolina. So we're camping out in
well, don't get me started on the shed. It looks nice now.
That there is the true definition of lipstick on a pig.
And by the way, the buddy that sacrificed his weekend to come down there and unscrew that thing.
I know.
I mean,
that's a hell of a friend.
That's tight. That's friendship right there.
It's a hell of a friend. It really is.
Sat in the truck with him while the wife was ragging about him building the thing and let him, you know.
Yep.
I mean, that's that's a solid friend right there.
That's a solid friend. So we're camping on the Isle of Man. I bought a new tent. I got
Wait,
a 4-man tent. I bought a 4-man tent.
You're not taking the Coleman?
I am not. The Coleman's actually up in North Carolina right now. I'm looking at just, packing and weight for stuff that we're bringing over. So I did get a new tent. It's a 3 to 4-man tent. It's
how tall is it? Can you stand up and get dressed?
Close. It's
okay.
It's I think it's 5.5 feet.
So I don't need to bring a tent.
No, if you don't want to, we could both crash in this thing.
Because I
will say this though, we're gonna need to get some pillows because
dude,
we got to build a wall.
Stop it.
Because the tent is 75 inches by 75 inches.
Listen. If you're listening to this podcast for the first time, it ain't like that. So put your freaking mind back off the gutter there. Get your head out of your.
The footprint of the tent is 75 inches by 75 inches.
Yeah.
And I was able to get a
little over 6 feet.
Yep. And I got an air mattress that is 74 inches by 74 inches. So my whole footprint is one big air mattress.
That won't work.
So like I said, if you're staying in my tent, we're gonna have to build a wall.
Yeah. Either that or I'll take a knife and cut that air mattress right in half.
Some bitch won't work anymore. Get some duct tape, be all right.
Well, here's the deal. I have the tent in the hall, but it's 14 pounds. And then I got my little 2-man that I can throw in my backpack. And I'm having some problems. In fact, I was at the doctor yesterday about I'm having some major issues with my hip, like for months now. Like I can't hardly walk. And I rode the bike today to go to a meeting, and it was fine, but getting on and off the bike, it's so
glad to hear you're riding again, because I know that with the gallbladder that you weren't able to. So
yeah, well that ended 2 weeks ago, so that's whatever. Okay. But my hip is all jacked up. So I go to the doctor yesterday and I said, hey, by the way, Magic Man, you've got until May 29th to get this crap straightened out, because I said I got things to do. And so I'll start some prednisone tomorrow to see if the steroid will help with the anti-inflammatory, whatever. But and if it does, on the 28th, I'm going back. I'm gonna be like, dude,
give me another bottle.
Yeah, I need another week of this stuff. But so anyway, thinking about that and getting dressed in those little freaking tents, and I'm thinking about how nice it is in my tent, and how we could, both of us with no pillow walls, sleep in mine.
Yeah, I'll still bring mine. I'm good. I highly recommend bringing yours.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay. No, that's fine.
No, because
I got a tent that 5 people could sleep in, but you don't want to share the tent. That's cool. I get it. No, it's all right.
No, seriously. I'm thinking more about the storage of stuff, because
I have the garage on my tent.
Exactly. But we're gonna pick up a grill at Walmart or whatever they call it over there. Well, it's a Walmart.
Why? So look, I appreciate the thing, but why the grill? Like, I'm going on vacation for my 60th birthday, and I'm traveling like I do here in the States. Everybody's like, oh, what do you pre-pack and what do you check? I check to make sure my credit card's clean and ready to swipe. And
here's my whole thought on the grill.
All right, lay it on me.
Every hotel is booked. Every campground is booked.
Right.
The Isle of Man hasn't taken place for 2 years.
Right.
I don't know what all of the restaurants are going to be like. Are they all going to be open? Because a lot of them closed over the 2-year period.
No.
Getting food and going to a restaurant or a pub or anything, I believe, is going to be difficult. There is going to be a massive amount of people there. And if we just want to eat something, we can cook it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely do want to go and, eat the food and meet the people and get immersed in the whole experience of Isle of Man. But I also don't want to pay $40 for a burger that I have to wait an hour for.
Here's my thinking. My thinking is we got these rental bikes.
Yeah.
I want to watch the race from like several different vantage points.
Yes, I do.
So I'm going to ride out. I'm going to hang out. I'm going to take a big floppy hat in the sun. I'm going to watch the race. I'm going to drink a bottle of water. I'm going to eat some beef jerky.
Yeah. No, I'm good with all that.
And then when we get to Scotland and we go up to Edinburgh, we won't have a problem with food. So we're talking like 4 or 5 days that we're going to be camping out. And for 4 or 5 days, you know, I could take enough. I mean, think about when we were in the Army. Like how far a can of freaking sardines and some hot sauce would go. You know what I'm saying? And it don't weigh much.
Here's the thing, though. I'm not in the Army anymore. If I have a means to get a cheap cooler,
do you think getting the grill, if there's a food shortage on the island, where are you going to get the food to put on the grill?
I'm bringing it in a fucking cooler when we stop before we even go across the ferry.
So you're going to get on the ferry with a cooler full of crap
in the car.
Yeah. And it's going to last all day long. We got no refrigeration.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it ain't going to be about 50 to 60 degrees there.
What?
It's cold.
No.
Have you not looked at the weather?
It's not going to be that cold.
Listeners, if you've been to Isle of Man for the TT race, please inform my beloved co-host here.
Yeah, I like the pause for thought there, brother.
What the weather is really like over there. Because
I can look at I can look at the Weather Channel and I can look at, you know, statistics and average temperatures over the years.
I still
think did you know that just 2 weeks ago, it was 70 degrees above normal in Antarctica. It was like a balmy 0 degrees there.
Sorry, I'm distracted. There's people outside my house here in the street passing each other on the wrong side of the street, and now they're parking, turning around, and chasing each other.
That's because they were listening to the podcast.
No, it's just because it's simply because it's Florida.
The wrong side of the road. And yeah, Florida, man, dude. What's up with the drivers down in Florida? So anyway, I hear you. I just 14 pounds for that tent. And I'm like, man, do I want to sacrifice that? Or do I just want, if it's 50 degrees, that means the whole packing scenario is jeans and not shorts. And it's, you know what I mean? It's like,
I'm bringing one pair of shorts, but everything else can be jeans.
It takes up more space, you know, it
does.
And 14 pounds for that tent versus the little one I could throw in my backpack. It's like, I'll live with it for 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll just look like a freaking old man crawling out of that tent every morning. That's all.
Like I said, you can bring that tent into my tent and use that to build the wall.
Oh my God. Can you see it?
No, I can't. And I don't want to, but no, I say bring the big one. I mean, you're allowed. Check bags, 50 pounds.
Yeah. What's the weight limit though? Like 50? 75 pounds, 50 pounds?
50. I don't know. I mean, I'm flying Delta. I believe it's 50 per bag.
I'm on United, so I don't know, but it used to be whatever. But I think when I go down to, like, when we go to GSMs and you're taking suit jackets and dress clothes and riding clothes and riding pants and climb jacket, if it's going to be 50 degrees, I'll take my climb jacket.
I'm bringing a jacket. I'm not bringing my pants. I'm not bringing my ear vest. I'm bringing my helmet, a jacket, a pair of gloves,
frog dogs.
Bringing my rain suit. Just because of rain days anyway during the race.
Oh yeah, to be able to stand outside and watch the races, man.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
GoPros, laptop, phone, of course, chargers. The air pump is built in. My air pump is built in, or it's actually, I've got a foot pump for.
I've got to get the adapter too for the goofy plugs over there.
Yeah, I have one of those. So I mean, I've got one, and I'll just bring a strip, just plug it in and plug our shit into the strip.
That makes sense. That'd be good.
Got a foot pump for the air mattress. I'm gonna buy a cheap throwaway pillow and throwaway blanket when we get over there, because I don't want to have to drag all that shit over there.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
There's certain items that I'm willing to sacrifice for weight and convenience. of not having to bring my stuff over and back and, bring it everywhere we go. Just be simpler that
Lawn
way.
chair. I'm going to get a lawn chair.
We definitely need a couple of those. I might bring one of my camping ones.
I'm thinking about getting like a nice comfy lawn chair.
Yeah.
Bungee cord that thing on the back of the bike and go park somewhere to watch the races.
Might as well. I mean,
who cares?
So we're going to be on the island for 6 days. We got bikes for 3. So, I mean, we'll be able to take the car wherever we go too.
Yeah.
So,
right.
We will be good.
We'll be good. We'll figure it out, dude. We've been in way worse circumstances and had a great time.
It's going to be a great time anyway. I just want to get a shirt with the 3 legs on there.
Yep.
I was thinking about getting a couple shirts made up for the podcast and wearing those all over the place too.
Could do that.
Try out that new logo with the other logo.
Yeah. The one you were sending me, texting me. Yeah.
Maybe
that'd
we'll
be cool.
do that as well.
Might get a hat with that.
I like it. I
think it'd look good on a hat. Well, I tell you what, folks, if you're listening in for the next couple of weeks before we leave, it's probably going to be a lot of conversations about prepping for the Isle of Man, debates about grilling or not grilling. I'm always in favor of grilling. I don't know. We'll see, but stay tuned because we're going to be recording over there and some, we'll be blasting some pics out and stuff. So looking forward to it.
Forgot to tell you about this. So you remember a couple months ago we had that guest on, what was his name? Wesley Schultz, the lead singer of the Lumineers.
What's his name?
So
Wes, I'm sorry about my buddy. I can't get good help. It's just, yes, anyway, I remember.
Yeah, so Wes hooked us up. I got 2 tickets when they came here in Tampa. And I got to tell you, if you have a chance and you're listening and you have a chance to go see these guys live, one hell of a show. Just one hell of a show. It was good entertainment, but I think above all, because I mean, it was at a music festival. I was outside. I was just standing in the back because I don't want to be around crowds of people. Even way in the back, the music clarity and quality. The guy, whoever's running their soundboard in the middle of the crowd, tip of the hat, my friend, because that sound, the music was just clear and pure. That's awesome. Distortion. They're having fun with the crowds. They're happy to be out there touring again, and many thanks to the band for taking care of us and getting me a couple tickets to go. Wasn't able to meet up with Wes just because of COVID restrictions. They couldn't do anything to meet up.
Nothing worse than shutting down a freaking tour because of COVID.
Exactly. So, but yeah,
I could just see the papers now. The Lumineers tour has been canceled. Thanks, James.
Yeah. Sort of like when Joe Rogan came to Tampa and got COVID.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you get a chance, go out. We still need to get up with Jim. I know that they're coming through by you near the end of May, right before, but I know that you got travel for work. But I don't know, maybe
it's going to be close.
Well, we might have to put Gettysburg on a back burner and do that the next time they come through.
Yeah, it's going to be close, but yeah, the travel in May before I leave is just not great, but we'll make it work.
So what else is going on? See anything good on Netflix? I got a show for you.
Which one?
It's called The Last Kingdom. Now,
dude, I'm you're just now figuring that out.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, I love that. Have you watched Vikings Valhalla?
That will be my download for the flight over for Isle of Man.
Dude, it's really good.
Yeah, the one thing that's
100 years after Vikings, right? Is the era of time.
Yeah, I've heard about it, and I've got
Leif Erikson. Yeah, it's really worth the watch. It's really good. There's a guy. His name is I'm going to get this butchered up. It's Harlan Coben, but he does a lot of these it's European, so some are Spanish and some are Brits. Some are dubbed, some are not, but he does these like murder mystery mini limited, they're called limited series, where basically it'll run 6, 8, 10 episodes, and that's the end, right? So you get a beginning, a middle, and an end. It's not like
one season.
They,
Perfect.
they ran out of money in season 1, right? So just do a search on the Harlan Coben collection and watch some of those murder mysteries that he puts out. They're really good.
All right.
Really good. So there you go. There's my Netflix tip for you.
All right.
For I'm gonna pound a bunch of that stuff onto my laptop before I leave. I'm hoping, have you been watching Moon Knight on Disney?
No, I don't have Disney.
That's tragic, bro.
What's the name of it?
Moon Knight. It's a new Marvel series.
I'll get it downloaded. I'll download it.
It's really good. They're dropping episodes every Wednesday. So by May, you'll be able to get probably 7, 8 up. You might get a season in before you leave. The premise of the show, British dude, kind of a humble, works at the souvenir shop in the British Museum, and it's all about Egyptology, and he's like a little idiot savant when it comes to all things Egypt. Discovers why he's not able to sleep, why he's sleepwalking. Right.
I saw the previews on this. That looked really good. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's really good, and they're really developing the characters well, and I'm enjoying it.
Okay.
But those Harlan Coben mysteries, there's a couple of them. Like I'll try and remember the names and give them to you next time, because some are like way better than others. But the other series to search for on Netflix is it's Marcella. It's Marcella, and everybody wants to say Marcella, but in episode 1, she lets you know it's Marcella.
Okay.
And it is really good.
All right. Yeah. The other one that my wife and I are watching right now is we're watching a couple on Apple. Samuel L. Jackson has one. I can't think of the name of it.
What's in your wallet?
No, it's yeah, exactly. Yeah. Money. That's what's in his wallet.
That's what's in his wallet.
Ptolemy something. Anyway, it's really good. But we're also enjoying Slow Horses, or Slough Horses. And she's got the books on it, and the series actually picks up I think in this 3rd book, but they talk about what it is, but it's basically when a MI5 agent sort of doesn't make the cut for MI5, they end up in the slow horse. They're a slow horse, so they end up in the Slough House, which is sort of like, you weren't good enough to make it, or if you screw up, they send you down to this thing, and it's really well put together. Really enjoying it.
Yeah, check out Marcella, man. She's a British cop detective. She got some issues, right?
Like it,
which is part of the show, but she's wicked smart. And
it sounds familiar. I don't know if we watched it or not, but
it's really, really well done, really well written.
Okay.
So it was entertaining. I'll put it that way.
And we're counting the days to the rest of Ozark.
It's hard for me to watch a show about people that are from where I'm from.
Well, what's funny is that you know that you've got a lot of people down there, and I know a lot of people that are from there or have property there, and they said how the property has just boomed around Lake of the Ozarks since this TV series came out, and how it's actually changed everything down there. Bad enough with all of us Chicago people going down there for vacation, but the people that are moving in, and how the prices on the lots are triple, quadruple what they used to be, just because of the show.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Huh.
Hopefully Bateman's getting a little cut of that.
Interesting. Well, dude, I think that's about all the stuff I had for tonight.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, we just sort of wanted to talk, catch up. Hopefully we
Yeah,
didn't bore anybody to death listening, but
I'll let you know how those sixes are. It's supposed to be, I'm going to be ducking and dodging the rain. It's like, I'm hoping to get down there before it starts raining. I'm hoping to kind of come back around the middle of the day when it's not raining.
yeah.
It was 70 degrees, not a cloud in the sky today. So I took the bike down to Frederick to meet these guys from, have you heard of a company called Lookout?
Mm-mm.
Really, really interesting cybersecurity solution. And super. So the dude shows up. I said, "Hey, I'm going to be on the bike, so dress casual." I show up. The guy's in an F-150 Raptor, and we're talking about the bike, and then we're talking about his truck. We're probably in the parking lot for 45 minutes talking about gearhead crap. He opens up the hood, and I'm like, "Oh, bro, you weren't even being honest." I mean, he's got a Whipple supercharger installed, and you can see the intercooler. And he goes, "Yeah, it's up to about 718 horse," and da 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 da. And then he proceeds to tell me that he comes up here to PA to the full on dirt track for these. And
The
I'm
track
like,
days with it. Yeah.
hold on. Next time you come up here mudding, call me. I'll go with you.
Hell yeah.
So anyway, it was cool. It was fun meeting him and spending and it was funny because while we're out there looking at the bike, two of us, right? People walk by, oh yeah, nice bike, and then we walk over, we're talking about his truck. Hey, I like your truck, So it was good to meet a cybersecurity guy that's also a propeller head, gearhead kind of guy.
Exactly.
So it was
So,
fun.
hey, real quick, when you're going to Bob's, let me know or let our listeners know. I'm curious as to their inventory because, when I brought my bike in
You mean
to,
for bikes?
yeah, I brought my bike
Okay.
into Cycle World or Eurocycle in Tampa. I get in there, they've got, I'm talking to the guys and they're like, yeah, we've got 5 new bikes in.
Huh.
And I mean, they do Triumph, Ducati, BMW. They're like, yeah, we have 25 bikes sitting at a dock somewhere that are waiting to get unloaded out of a container. The used bike area is usually 50 bikes sitting out front. 5.
Wow.
5 bikes sitting out front.
So funny you mentioned that because I was thinking about the 09 Harley getting traded for a touring frame so that I would have 2 touring frames. So, something happens to the Beamer and I got a trip coming up and I need to dump that in the shop. I've got another touring bike I could go to California on in a moment's notice, right?
Well, GS can do that, but yeah, go ahead, keep going.
Well, yeah. So I've had the whole debate about the best touring bike on the planet. It's not a GS. I do want an adventure bike, but I also like fairings and that kind of stuff for long trips.
Grand America.
Well, I've been thinking seriously about the bagger. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. I might get a road glide for all I know. Who knows, right?
Who knows?
I'm this close to York, PA. I got to support the Harley guy somehow.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, my cousin rides his freaking 09 Road King all over the planet with me, and he gets to see the same crap I get to see. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I might go crazy and get a used Honda or something. I don't know. Who knows? But anyway, because the used bike market is so hot, I'm thinking now's the time to go look for something else. And
well,
so
that's the thing. I mean, you can get a pretty penny for for your Harley now, but you're going to pay a pretty penny to get a new one. Yeah.
Well, yes and no. I mean, the new ones aren't as crazy. I mean, I bought my new Toyota Tacoma and could have turned around, sold it the next day used for more than what I paid for it. It's nuts. Okay. But speaking of that, I did read an article Monday or Tuesday. General Motors is shipping. They got all their chips in. They've got like floods of trucks coming to the market. So if you're a GM truck lover, that's good news. I'm sure Ford and everybody else is going to be right there too soon. So that's good. Just in time for the $6 a gallon gas thing. It's awesome. Get you a big ass truck, but get poor gas mileage. Like I have. And enjoy 10 miles to the gallon around town.
Yeah, I took the Camaro out last week and my neighbor texted me. He goes, I knew that you were making way more money than I thought you were. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, I see you driving the Camaro. You're just burning money.
Yeah, just burning cash.
Burning it.
Yeah. 69 Camaros are not really known for being economical.
No, I can watch the gas. I can literally watch it move. If I take it out and let it idle, wash it,
Yeah.
and then put it back in the garage, the needle will have moved.
Yeah. Well, I remember we had this 69 Chevelle Super Sport for a short window of time, and it had 650 Holly on it. And you know, in the old days, you give it the before you, and you could literally hear it go, he's squirting gas. It's like crazy. Well, I'm going to go get some pain meds.
All right.
I'm going to debate about the big tent, little tent thing, see what kind of the rest of the packing weight is and what the distribution between
pack it and make your decision then.
Backpack. I can get 3-4 pair of pants in a backpack with that tent, but if I could take the big tent, I would be way more comfortable.
I'm taking one big hard case and putting all that shit in there and then just leaving all that shit at the hotel when we do our touring.
Yeah. Do that. And then I'm thinking like pick up a lawn chair when I'm there, so that I can sit in a
pillow, blanket, lawn chair.
That's
all
it.
Shit that throw it away.
Throw it away. Leave it there. Yeah. All right, bro.
All right. Well,
it's
talking
always
to you.
good catching up with you.
Thanks for everybody if you made it this far. God, you really are bored if you made it this far. No, I'm just kidding. I appreciate it. We both appreciate it. And like and share, put it out there. Maybe we'll get one more listener.
We appreciate y'all.
We do. All right, Chris, write her out.
James, write her out, brother.